And we're out here at Mullum Mullum Reserve, the first of two matches out here, which the EFNL media team will be covering. Of course, the Eastland match of the day between Norwood and South Croydon. The NAIDOC game will be broadcast later on. But for now, we're focused on the women's match between South Croydon Football Netball Club and the Eastern Devils Football Club. South Croydon, they've had a really impressive 2022 once more after a promising 2021 season, which saw them finish in second. But they're up against it today, though. They're up against the top side of Premier Division in the Eastern Devils, who have come across from the AFL Southeast, the women's competition, and have taken the league by storm. They lost their first game last weekend against Mount Evelyn. Can they bounce back? South Croydon won't die wondering as well, so we should be in for a very entertaining matchup between two of the top sides in the Eastern Football Netball League women's competition. My name is Josh Ward, back on the women's match of the round today. Alongside me, I've got two people alongside me today. First time we've had a three-man crew for a women's game. First up, I'll head over to Blake Tennant. Blake?
Yes, good to be here. Especially good to have two Carlton supporters after last night's heroics. So good to see. But great day. It's a great build up to this game. Looking forward to this one, and most importantly after that, really special day as well. So looking forward to calling with these two gentlemen.
And yeah, we won't touch on that Carlton game. It's a game that brings back bad memories for the guy next to me and the guy who I'll be calling this game alongside, Trent Cullen. Trent, great to be calling this game alongside you.
G'day, Josh. It is a good morning. I'm still flat from last night. Josh, thanks for bringing that up, Blake. It's probably the first and last time we'll have special comments, I think.
Yeah, let's hope so. But as I said, two of the premier sides in the Deakin University women's competition as South Croydon. They're running out now in their Indigenous jumpers. Of course, South Croydon, all teams will be wearing their Indigenous jumpers today. For NAIDOC week, Eastern Devils, they're just wearing the traditional black and white Guernsey of theirs. Well, let's touch on both of these sides. Trent, to you first. For South Croydon, they've got plenty of talent. They sit third with a 5-3 record and a percentage of around 170%. You've seen them before against Vermont. Is there any players that the viewers and ourselves should be keeping a close eye on today?
We've got Katie Prendergast, I think, is one to look out for. I think her younger sister is playing in their development side, so Div 4, Alana. But she's certainly one to look out for from a South Croydon point of view. But yeah, you mentioned that Vermont game that I had the pleasure of watching and commentating round 5, I believe. So, and I think the only thing that beat them on that day was the clock. I think they just ran out of time. So, certainly looking forward to today's contest.
And Blake, Eastern Devils, they are stacked with talent, I should say. Five players that are currently on VFLW list. They've got plenty of ex-VFLW talent as well from back in the day when they were in the VFLW in 2016 and 2017, the first two seasons. First time we get to see them ever. Any players that you want to keep a close eye on today?
Yeah, definitely Shelley Beggs. She's a leading goal kicker, and she's kicked over 200. She's played over 250 games, so she's got a wealth of experience as well. Cara Henderson from the VFL, pretty handy player. She's also in this week, which is pretty handy as well, coming from the VFL. And also Ashley Allsop as well, which I'm really looking forward to as well.
Yeah, she's Ashley Allsop, come across from Churnside Park. She started there for the Panthers last year, and she's made an immediate impact since coming across from the Eastern Devils. Among the VFLW players, well, as Trent said, Katie Prendergast was, of course, on the Sun Saints VFLW list. Jamie Lee Morrow was listed in this side, but she's laid out. So that's a bit of a blow for the Bulldogs. She played 13 out of a possible 14 VFLW games for the Western Bulldogs this year, averaged around 10 disposals and 19 hitouts. The Eastern Devils VFLW players are Sophie Boulding and Cara Henderson. They're both players who played for the Hawthorn VFLW side this year. Ali McDonald has played for the North Melbourne VFLW side this year. Danica DeSanto and Caitlin Carew as well. They're all on VFLW list. And yeah, we do get to see a bit of a shootout as well between Shelley Beggs and Taylor Black. Trent, 24 goals for Black, 22 goals for Shelley Beggs. It's going to be an exciting shootout at that.
Yeah, Taylor Black. I think she's a lively small forward for South Croydon. So looking forward to her being up and about this morning here at Mullum Mullum Reserve. But have we got a tip, boys? Who are we leaning towards?
Oh, look, they're coming off their first loss, Eastern Devils. I feel like Eastern Devils would be much like Sylvan today. They'll be angry and determined to bounce back. Sylvan, of course, in the men's, they're coming off their first loss. I think I'd be backing the Devils, but like I said, South Croydon won't die wondering. The Eastern Devils won 2 weeks ago by 50 points. There's both captains in the middle now, so I'm going to back the Devils here. Bar that loss last week, that was just probably maybe a one-off, a loss that they needed, and I reckon they'll get up here today. Blake?
Yeah, I can't see the Devils losing today, but I want to see a very competitive South Croydon side, so I'm expecting to see that. So looking forward to that as well.
Trent?
Yeah, I'm leaning Eastern Devils way, I think. Although, excuse the pun, but I don't mind backing an underdog.
Fair enough. That is actually a pretty good pun. I don't mind a good underdog story as well. As both teams there. Just about ready to take their positions across the field. It is going to be a very entertaining game. It'll be very interesting as well to see the Eastern Devils for the first time ever. Trent, like I said, they've taken the competition by storm. You must be excited to see them.
Yeah, first year in this competition, is it?
Yeah,
so, yeah. No, looking forward to what they can put on a show on a big stage here.
Yeah.
What a setup it is at Mullum Mullum Reserve too. If you're in the area, pop on down.
Yeah, it's a reasonable crowd already in this morning, which is great to see. Got
the seniors to do battle this afternoon here, so
the NAIDOC game as well. Both Norwood and South Croydon will be wearing their Indigenous Guernseys, which is great to see. South Croydon, as I said before, they're wearing their Indigenous Guernseys as well. Thankfully, there's no number changes due to every team, due to all South Croydon teams, I beg your pardon, wearing the Indigenous Guernseys. But South Croydon, they're just about to get into position. Eastern Devils are still in their huddle. We're about to get underway here at Mullum Mullum Reserve, as it seems like South Croydon, they'll be kicking towards either back oval or the Mullum Mullum Creek end of the ground, or to the left of your screens, and the Eastern Devils towards the Mullum Mullum Road end of the ground. They move into position now. The two ruckmen for South Croydon is Alicia Fitzgerald. The ruckman for Eastern Devils is Natalie Bielan. It's going to be a hard name to pronounce. As umpire holds the ball aloft. We're underway here at Mullum Mullum Reserve for the matchup between Eastern Devils and South Croydon. It's Bielan who gets the first tap, but looks set to be South Croydon who gets the first clearance. Running onto there is Grace Tobin, but immediately pressured there. And the Eastern Devils just piling on the pressure here early on. Umpire calls the ball up around centre half forward here for the Eastern Devils.
I thought that was a great start by the hit out there by the South Croydon ruckman.
They get it inside 50 here, do the Devils, but on the rebound here, they won't. It's intercepted here. It goes over the top. Could it dribble through for a goal? No, it won't. It'll dribble to the left here. Handball over the top to Shelley Beggs. She didn't get the handball, but she gets the handball anyway. Ashley Alsop has the ball, gets the snap away. It's nearly intercepted. It is intercepted there by the South Croydon defender, and they'll look to rebound here, Trent.
Through Marshall with the exiting ball, although quick to run onto it is number 47 there, not on our team sheet. So the ball dribbles out, broadcasting side wing. Trying to get the handball there was McCallum and quickly set upon. So number 37, Allsop it is. We've called her name a few times already. She goes inboard, cuts off the 45. Offhands it is. Heard the call, play on, although intercepting there is McCullough standing in the path, Josh.
She goes, hooks towards the big ruckman down the line, the handball away there from Grace Tobin already. Got a good start, but it's intercepted there. Snap over the top, nearly getting inside 50. In behind here is Cara Henderson, the Hawthorn VFLW listed player. She'll look to get it. She's immediately pressured, I beg your pardon, by... That was Maggie McCullough. She's already had a good start here. And Danica Santo down in the dumps. She looks to get the handball away, but it's intercepted there by the Bulldogs defender, and they'll rebound here through Brooke Smith, their vice captain. Nearly intercepted there by Morgan Cox, but tackle there from Cox. They'll look to rebound here. Could have been a high free kick there. Umpire was blindsided. Nearly intercepted there once more by South Croydon, but the Eastern Devils will get a handle of the ball. Great tackle there. And it's going to be a ball up or a throw in around right in front of us, centre wing, leaning more towards the Eastern Devils side.
O'Toole it was pressuring. You can always count on her to apply the pressure. So 2 rucks go at it again. Right in front of us it sits. Roving well there was Tobin, and they'll look to clear. Although the inboard ball goes laterally. Leading the race is O'Donnell. She's got a one-on-one on her hands and knees. It sits, and the umpire will have it. We'll have a ball up. So what do you make of this opening couple of minutes, Blake?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely been in Eastern Devils' favour, that's for sure. But I think the experience of Shelley Beggs is really showing at the moment. She's got that big presence already, so it's good to see.
She's trying to bully her way through. The handball out for Amelia Pegg. Bulldogs are starting to pressure now. That's Brenda Lay getting kick inside 50 through Taylor Black, trying to dribble it through. The Bulldogs will get the first goal of the game through Jamie Field. What a brilliant play there from South Croydon, and they get the first goal of the game. Jamie Field set up there by Taylor Black, and the Bulldogs lead 6-0 on the scoreboard yet for the Eastern Devils. It was their real first foray inside 50 there, Blake, for the South Croydon, and they made the Eastern Devils pay.
Yeah, that's for sure. They used the ball really well there just to get it inside their 450 and to cause a one-on-one, which is even better, which is great to see. You don't want players floating down, of course, but that was a terrific pick up there and obviously went for the goal. So big goal there for South Croydon. First goal today, can't beat that.
So end-to-end stuff there for South Croydon. First inside 50 and first goal. So they open their account. There's O'Toole again. She just taps it forward any way they can, trying to gain territory. Leading the race is Eastern Devils, and they'll clear. Centre wing it sits. South Croydon will lead the race. All sorts of holding going on, and the umpire's aware. So Lay, she'll take the free kick. She's got options further afield. Heads that way now, although the ball will trickle out, and it'll be last possession rule going the way of the Eastern Devils. In fact, Owen, it is. Gotta love that lasso rule, that last possession rule, as Gemma Owen looks to go down the line. Ashley Allsop has the challenge against her, but Brenda Lay there, she's made an impact these last couple of minutes, and again, it'll be a ball up right where we're right in front of us. Couldn't have asked for a better couple of minutes with the ball pretty much on this broadcast wing, as it'll be Natalie Bielan and Alicia Fitzgerald in the ruck. Bielan just gets that boots the ball out of the ruck, and intercepting there for South Croydon was Maggie McCullough, but it's intercepted. Great pressure there, and it's Jordan Rule coming into the side, getting it inside 50. Just trickles in front of the Eastern Devils, South Croydon defender there, and immediately pressured. And it'll be a ball up, a great tackle there from Cara Henderson. She's looking threatening early on this morning, Trent. It was Wilkinson as well there involved for South Croydon. She was prominent in the fixture that I saw against Vermont as South Croydon looked to clear, although it's only as far as McNamara as it lands on her chest. She goes inboard now, cutting off the 45, and it's a lovely ball. Beautiful. Lands in the lap of Hunt on the lead. Hasn't got the distance, so she'll send it to a hot spot, and it's all Eastern Devils at the fall, although South Croydon are quick to defend, and it's that Wilkinson again. So she's got it, player out wide in O'Donnell as they look to exit on that far side wing. Although collecting it well was Eastern Devils there, and they'll drive it back from whence it came. So 37 stands underneath it. Allsop again. It's been lively early, Josh. Yes, she has. As she'll look to get inside 50. She's got a couple of leads already as Shelley Beggs looking to make an impact on the pack.
South Croydon, they will try to intercept it here, but it's Shelley Beggs. Great tackle there from the South Croydon defender. Brenda Lay there as well. And Chelsea and Sarah O'Toole, the captain, will look to rebound. She's got a target on the far wing, and that is Ashley O'Donnell. She'll look up the line and try to get the kick away. Great pressure there from the Eastern Devils defender as it's Danica DeSanto who intercepts it, but it's great pressure there from the South Croydon defence, and it'll be a ball up a couple of metres from the 50-metre arc for the Eastern Devils, Trent.
Tell you what, I'm loving the look of the fluoro pink helmet out there. Stands out as Eastern Devils now go inside 50 once more. They're peppering this South Croydon defence, though they're defending well, it has to be said. The exit kick lands only as far as Owen it is. She's almost setting up that wall for Eastern Devils. She'll drive it to a 1-on-1. It's off hands. Failing to mark there was the Eastern Devils, although they link up by hand. Credlin's there. She fumbled at the crucial stage. They look at them swarm and pressure, and they'll clear now. 1-on-1 further afield. Wilkinson stands underneath it. Maggie McKellar's there. And she'll look to exit again. Owens just right spot, right time. And there's the fluoro pink helmet in DeSanto. She goes inboard by hand. And they sort of get a chain going forward. They'll have a ball up as the bodies just pile on, stacks on style, Josh.
Been great pressure so far from the Devils, Blake.
Definitely, for sure. Like, the tackling pressure inside that 450 is lifted tremendously for this quarter, so it's great to see. But South Croydon, I want to see them get the ball out of that Eastern Devils 450.
Yes, they might get the chance here as Taylor Black gets the handball over the top, trying to bully her way through. Is Katie Shannon, but holding the ball, says the umpire. A great tackle there from the Eastern Devils defender as they look to go inside 50 once more. The Eastern Devils. She sets it up to go inside 50. One-on-one there for the Devils. Chelsea Wilkinson, what a start she's having. Katie Prendergast, look at the speed on the Southern Saints player. She looks to get it long inside or into the centre of the circle here. It's Elizabeth Griffin there, but great pressure, great presence there from the Eastern Devils defence, although that's great pressure there from South Croydon. Taylor Black looking to get it inside 50, and great pressure there once more from the Eastern Devils. Pressure left, right and centre here. It's like a pressure cooker here at Mullum Mullum Reserve as it's going to be. I think umpire was setting up for a ball up or holding the ball there as they'll look to rebound here. The South Croydon here, Trent.
So standing underneath it there on that far side, South Croydon mark. And they go forward once more. Second inside 50, although great overhead mark, intercepting there.
Taylor O'Hagan.
Up a name. O'Hagan it was on the last line for Eastern Devils. So they've got options down the line here, although the kick's a bit skewed and, geez, collected high there was the Eastern Devils defender by Curran it might have been. She's down for the count and she'll head off. So play resumes and the kick inside 50 trickles to a 1-on-1. Coming to meet it was the South Croydon defender. And sort of an inside-out barrel. We'll find her teammate trying to fend off, although the line will beat him out of bounds.
Oh.
And tensions flare.
Bit of push and shove there from
I don't mind that.
Karen and Rachel Baker, who looks like she's just come off the ground as well as ruck contest once more. This time it's Chelsea Whitnish getting the ruck, and South Croydon will get the clearance here through Heather McMillan. Great pressure there from the Eastern Devils though, and they look to get it forward here through Elizabeth Griffin. Katie Prendergast starting to get into this game the last couple of minutes. Long inside 50. There's a couple of Jamie Field, the deep forward once more. Great smother. I think that was Riley Cridlin.
O'Hagan.
I beg your pardon, Taylor O'Hagan. She's had a good couple of minutes as Eastern Devils will look to run through the middle of Mullum Mullum Reserve here. They get the handball away back to Jordan Rule as they look to go through the middle of the ground, but it's all South Croydon there, although a bit of a fumble there from the South Croydon defender, and the pressure immediately comes through Cara Henderson. The handball out from Chloe Hunt, looking long, and Shelley Beggs with a good mark. She's got a one-on-one inside 50, and she's got a one-on-one just towards the 50-metre arc. She goes inboard. Dangerous ball there. Intercepted there by the South Croydon defender. The pressured immediately once more by Riley Cridlin. She's looking good. Danica DeSanto. It's going to be easy to pick her out with that fluoro helmet. She'll try to get the handball out this time to Gemma Owen, who's been a brick wall down in defences. It's a one-on-one down inside 50 once more, and the Eastern Devils forward there trying to create a chance here. Gets the handball out to Cara Henderson, who gets the kick away, but it's going to be a trickle out to the boundary line and be a boundary throw in, Blake.
Yeah, what I'd say there before, they're trying to use Beggs there in the middle, like you saw just then. They're always looking for that. Maybe get a South Croydon person to come, like a little sweeper in there to try and stop the dominance of her, because she's really looking like the focal point down there in the forward line.
So here we go. Bodies just pile on once more. And it'll give Josh and the crew up here time to breathe, as well as the players on field. It's been a high-intensity start. So 2 rucks go at it again. No real clear winner. Although South Croydon go inboard by hand. And the kick down the line will sail over the pack as Lay looks to battle on the ground. On the deck it sits.
High pressure.
Black's there. Although Lay gets her kick forward, and it's marked. It's marked.
Jamie Field again.
Jamie Field again. She's quick to play on, and for good reason. She slots South Croydon's second of the day, and despite all the Eastern Devils' momentum up forward, they kick their second.
Yeah, no, see, that's what they do with South Croydon. You know, they definitely have used the start. Like when they get inside their forward line, they look dangerous. Like we've seen now, I think that's her second, I believe. I'm sure that was her second.
Yeah, that was her second.
Yeah, definitely. So when they get it in their forward 50, they are dominant. Where the Eastern Devils, their forward pressure's been elite, but they can't get the scoring happening at the moment. So interesting 12 minutes, that's for sure.
It's going to be a holding the player free kick here, and it's going the way of Brooke Smith, the vice captain. She'll look to go inside 50 once more for the Bulldogs, but it's thumped away there from Morgan Cox, who they'll get the rebound kick here. Ashley Allsop, she'll look to go down the line to Shelley Beggs, who's that link pretty much in the chain at half forward. In fact, that's Emily Vina. Shelley Beggs inside 50. Hard to distinguish those two, Galvena and Shelley Beggs, as South Croydon will rebound here right in front of us. Just dropped the mark there, did Ashley O'Donnell, and pressured immediately there by Riley Cridlin, who get the ball, get the kick away, nearly intercepted there once more from South Croydon and Brooke Smith. She battles with Ashley Allsop, 2 stars of the competition. Allsop gets the handball away. Calls for throw from the South Croydon faithful. They're piling up in numbers here as they get it long inside 50 through Baker. Shelley Beggs is there. She's had a bit of a quiet start, but can she pounce on the ball here? Great stuff from the experienced veteran, but a great tackle, and it's holding the ball. Brilliant pressure there from Abby Marshall. Gets the reward, Trent.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's been their defence that has probably allowed them to springboard an attack with those fast breaks as they look to exit now. Failing to complete the mark there was Baker for the Eastern Devils, and it just invites the South Croydon pressure. So not giving it either team an inch here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking that I think it was Marshall. Marshall there. Amazing tackle. That's what they need to do. She's obviously going to be the person that Eastern Devils are going to look for. So that was a great decision there by Marshall, and definitely a great crunching tackle, which we love to see.
So intercepting there's Eastern Devils. Thanks for those comments, Blake. Big hip and shoulder there, and down is Cox. So she's on all fours as play continues. A good mark's taken there by Shanahan. So she'll drive it further down the line, and taking a good mark there is Black as we tick under the 5-minute warning. So she goes inboard to a hot spot. All South Croydon at the fall. Can they try and collect and get a handball out? Though she's wrapped up well. We'll have another ball up inside 50 for South Croydon.
That's great. Another chance here for South Croydon to get their third goal and make it a bit of a challenge here for the Eastern Devils, as limping off there is Morgan Cox. And they get the hit out, though, do the Eastern Devils, but South Croydon will get the clearance. Their captain, Sarah O'Toole, nearly got possession there, so it's going to be a ball up. Half back here for the Eastern Devils, half forward here, or true half forward for South Croydon. As ball is thrown up, Baker was beaten there by Chelsea Whitnish, but Eastern Devils this time will get the clearance. Sarah O'Toole there as well. Tries to paddle it back there to Chelsea Wilkinson. She's had an impact to start this game. They go. It's going to be intercepted here by Jazz Harrison, although great pressure there from Elizabeth Griffin, and it's going to be a ball up. They're starting to pile on the pressure here, South Croydon. They'll want to get another goal here to reward what has been a fighting and pretty solid first quarter from them. Trent.
So it's been played between the arcs the majority of this last couple of minutes as a high free kick's been picked out. The umpire points the way of South Croydon, so they will get another opportunity to drive it forward. Instructions being ordered in front of that bench there as the handball's miscued and almost thrown out. It'll fall the way of South Croydon, although standing in the path is a good mark taken by the high number in Harrison, number 95. Can't say
those high numbers.
Can't say I've seen it that high before. It was a high up and under down the line though. Eastern Devils look to link up. Kick further afield, 1-on-1. There's McElvena there, sort of hard to pronounce. I hope I've got that right. Although South Croydon look to clear. Back down the corridor they go. Shortest route to home. South Croydon applying the pressure, Josh.
As they look to get it inside 50 here, but it nearly intercepted there from Caitlin Adams, as Ashley Allsop will nearly get it inside 50 here. Bit of a shrug there from Shelley Beggs, who's in behind. If she gets the right bounce, she has a chance to kick the first goal for the Devils, and it's the first goal for them. Brilliant play, Shelley Beggs, shrugging off her defender, getting in behind, getting the goal, and it's the Devils' first. 2 minutes left in this first term. 1 straight 6 to 2 straight 12. Brilliant play there from the Devils, Blake.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Like that mark there, I don't know if it was a mark, but the way the Eastern Devils brought that down to their forward line, and of course Shelley, it had to be Shelley, she did that big bump. So she got very, that's what Eastern Devils are looking for her to do today. Unfortunately, they're doing really well, South Korea. They've kept their goals for 18 minutes. You would say that's a pretty fair quarter. So first goal there for Beggs, that's for sure.
So Lay, she gets the centre clearance, and it'll land in the path of Black. It's been prominent early. As Lay follows up her good work and drives it forward, although standing in the path is the Eastern Devils defender, and she'll go through the corridor. Although trying to intercept there is number 8 in Whitnish, and she'll drive a high up and under, and it'll just lob on the chest of Prendergast, Katie Prendergast. So distance will test there. 40 out directly in front, Josh.
Got to get a couple more players in the goal square. I don't think she'd have the journey it would be, as they do get a couple of players in the goal square.
So the Eastern Devils looking to flood numbers at the mouth of goal as Katie Prendergast strolls in. Set shot kick looks to be fading off target, and it'll be rushed through for a minor score. So Eastern Devils 1 straight to South Croydon 2-1-13.
First blemish of
as we tick under a minute remaining here, Josh. Sorry, first blemish.
Yeah, first blemish for for either side. As I look to rebound here, Eastern Devils, they might not have time to get it inside their forward 50, but they'll look to move it quickly here. It's nearly intercepted there from Chelsea Wilkinson, so potentially one final chance here for South Croydon, though intercepted there. Great intercept from Sarah McNamara, the captain. A good strong mark there in the middle of the ground from Chloe Hunt. She'll look to go long inside 50 here. She's got Shelley Beggs in a one-on-one once more, and nearly crushing the pack there. Nearly took the mark. Ashley Allsop. Siren sounds. A great start here from the South Croydon Football Netball Club. They take a 7-point lead heading into quarter time. 2-1-13 to 1 straight 6. Trent, yeah, a very good start here for South Croydon, despite the ball being locked in the Eastern Devils forward half.
No, it has been. I don't think the scoreboard's probably an accurate representation. I think this game probably sits on a knife's edge at the moment. As you mentioned, Eastern Devils had all the play for the majority of that opening term, but unable to hit the scoreboard.
Yeah, and among the goal kickers, for South Croydon, Jamie Field has kicked the two goals. Hopefully I pronounced that first name right. He's kicked the 2 goals for the Bulldogs, and the sole goal kicker for the Eastern Devils is Shelley Beggs. She's now got 23 goals for the season, one behind South Croydon's leading goal kicker, Taylor Black, and she kicks a couple more here, and Black's influence is limited. She'll take the leading goal kicker mantle after this week, Trent.
And I'll tell you what, if the first quarter's anything to go by, there is going to be some sore girls tomorrow morning.
I feel sorry for them.
Bodies being thrown all over the joint.
I do feel sorry for them. But we'll take a brief break on this Deakin University women's back match of the round. Once we're back, we'll dive into the second quarter out here at Mullum Mullum Reserve once more. It's 1-6 Eastern Devils trailing South Croydon 2-1-13 at quarter time.
See, Michaela Kay's here. Collingwood player.
Really?
Yeah,
Who's in?
I think it was her with the standing here.
Who was in?
Oh, Max is still on. Max is still on.
You know when the third series, that's what I'm saying. They just said it's still on. Yeah, it is. Basically, what we're going to do is this fourth dial. It's just here. Oh.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll turn the thing up. That was a good start, yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, Johnny, did I say it? You should have seen these. You should have seen the yeah. You feel professional as going. Yeah.
Oh no, it was shocking. As soon as I got home, I I don't know how many people. So two of those, and now I'm on the just short break. Yeah, I wasn't sick. His excuse was that Callum Leakey, who's high, destroyed him. Yeah.
This is sort of a
that's what
sort of a
Callum Leakey is healthy. What else did I learn today? I meant to play off.
You might have to do this. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm completely. It's on auto iris. Now. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm just gonna. How well can I time getting there? It's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm not just thinking that. Just they put it to about the same as the other ones are. Maybe just a bit more. Good, I hear you haven't drinking a little further.
Ran long last week, but then there's only. Hey Josh, still red long.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Deakin University Women's Match of the Round. For those who were briefly listening in at quarter time, I'm sure you've enjoyed a brief couple of words from us three, myself, Josh Ward, Trent Callan and Blake Tennant. We're just about to get underway for the second quarter here out at Mullum Mullum Reserve. The sky is starting to get a little blue. It was a little doom and gloom here early on, but still a very hot start to this game, Trent.
Yeah, it has been, and it's starting to warm up here, starting to heat up. This round 9 contest, it was the postponement of the round 3 contest, I believe, in Premier Division. So
yeah, they moved this. Not too sure. Initially, I didn't know why, but I think it was because for the NAIDOC week game. So because every other team in the women's competition, by the South Croydon Reserves and the Eastern Devils Reserves, have the bye. They'll be playing at the back oval here later on at 12:30 as well in the 4th Division, as we're just about to get underway here in the second quarter. Can the Eastern Devils respond to, well, their defeat first up and to a strong quarter from South Croydon? It's Trent Cullen to lead the way here.
So here we go. Siren sounds to mark the second term here. There's a big fist forward. Goes the way of the Eastern Devils. As Natalie it was, although quick to get the kick forward again is Boulding. So a couple of possessions forward. They gain about 30 or so metres sitting at centre half forward for the Eastern Devils, although back down the line in the centre square again as they cross the centre wicket there. Synthetic pitch, although tackled there was Boulding. And it'll go the way of number 9 for South Croydon, Kate McCullough, applying the pressure, putting the clamps on. So Boulding was quick to pressure her again as she looked to wheel around. And having said all of that, we sit back in the centre circle.
Back in the centre circle here as Eastern Devils will get the tap here through Bielan, who tries to again get it out of ruck and get the clearance, but immediately pressured, and umpire with call it once more on near the synthetic wicket out here at Mullum Mullum Reserve. Tap down there from Bielan, getting it to Ashley Allsop. She looks to get the handball out there to Riley Cridlin, but it's South Croydon intercepting there. Great pressure there from Jordan Rule and Cridlin. Ashley Allsop with some great pressure. Riley Cridlin will nearly get the ball here. Brenda Lay there. She had a solid first quarter. Tap out here from Sophie Boulding, and immediate impact to start this quarter. Gets the handball away to Van Ayers. Great pressure there once more from South Croydon, just piling on the pressure here, resisting this strong Eastern Devils attack, and it's going to be a ball up here around 20-25 metres out from Eastern Devils goal here, Trent.
So a real opportunity here for the Eastern Devils, although clearing it's Wilkinson. Missing her boot was their teammate, South Croydon defender, and they look to clear. So through the corridor, sort of trickles along the ground as Prendergast on her hands and knees looks to fight for it, along with Lay. And she was bursts clear, showing good turn of foot. Although all the numbers for Eastern Devils getting the kick forward there was number 47, not on our team sheet.
Ali McDonald
it was, and trying to step clear. Smart play there, getting the handball into space. Though their kick off target sails through for a minor score. So the Eastern Devils, their first blemish this morning here as they go to 1-1-7, playing South Croydon 2-1-13, as we're sitting in amongst a bit of a wind tunnel here.
Which is just lovely, and I'm sure the players will enjoy that. And it seems like it's pushing towards the left of your screens as South Croydon here through Heather McMillan. Trying to get the rebound here, taking the mark there on the half-back flank and getting the rebound here, although it's going to be intercepted once more by Gemma Owen. She's been literally a brick wall whenever it's gone her way. She looks to go inside 50. Great mark there under pressure from Maggie McCullough. Great pressure from Allsop, but great mark. But it's going to be intercepted here from Riley Cridlin. They're going to get another chance to go inside 50 here. Gets it to Ashley Allsop. She'll look to set it up to the top of the goal square, although she looks like she might be setting up for the set shot. No, she isn't. She's got leads left, right and centre. There's one free play here, and dropping the mark there is Cara Henderson. Looks to get the snap away, and it's just trickle through for a behind. The Eastern Devils second behind of the day. So they're peppering the inside 50 and creating more chances than they already did, Blake, in the first quarter there. 1-2-8 to 2-1-13.
Yeah, definitely, that's for sure. They've definitely listed the forward usage. I think they're definitely the forward pressure has lifted as much as they did in the first quarter. So they're definitely getting the scoring on, which is good to see.
So South Croydon with the kick-out duties after the Vino pushed it across the face. Standing underneath this one's McKellar. She'll take a good chest mark, so she's quick to play on. She's got a 1-on-1 further afield. Owen's there, dropping the one-handed mark. And then applying the pressure at ground level, although it's to no avail. As McKellar follows up her good work, she'll drive it inside 50, it sits. So there's number 95 in Harrison. She's got a teammate on that far wing side. So trying to intercept there, standing in the path. It was Wilkinson, unable to keep her feet in the process. And that'll allow the Eastern Devils to get the clearance on that centre wing side through the helmet-wearing DeSanto. So the mark's been taken here, and further afield, we've got a good lead, presenting well there for the Eastern Devils.
Picked up a Shelley Beggs.
Shelley Beggs, it might have been.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah, Shelley Beggs.
Shelley Beggs, so the leading goal kicker.
I thought it was a free kick there for a second there.
Mentioned her having played 250 plus games. She can add a goal to here today if she likes. Strolls on forward and it sails straight over the goal umpire's hat, and players swarm to celebrate. So the Eastern Devils kick clear and they gain the lead for the first time this morning. 2-2-14 playing South Croydon 2-1-13.
Yeah, definitely, that's for sure. Another 1-on-1. Like, they need South Croydon. They need to get another sweeper to try help her dominance, because she's really dominating on the scoreboard. She's kicked the 2 goals for the Eastern Devils, but really South Croydon, they need to get a sweeper on her. Probably even, if you really have to, double team, because she's really got that presence early, and it's looking dangerous already for the Devils.
The Devils will get the clearance here and look to go inside 50 through Sophie Balding. And good mark there. In fact, it's a free. I think it might be a free kick play on. Calls the umpire. Great pressure from Chelsea Wilkinson. Although getting away there, I think that was Kaylin Carew. She looks to go inside 50. McKelver. So Shelley Beggs there, getting the snap, nearly intercepting there. It's a South Croydon defender as it'll go out of play, and it'll be a boundary throw up out here in the Eastern Devils forward 50, just piling on the pressure here as they look to get another goal. Getting the tap there was Cara Henderson. They get the handball out here to McAlpha, who just missed the boot, and it's gone through for a behind. So the Devils, they're definitely peppering those goals now. They're 2-3-15 to 2-1-13. Trent Cullen.
I don't know what was said at that first break, but it's certainly inspired a lift out of this Eastern Devils outfit. The black and white today. We've got South Croydon in the Indigenous strip, as we mentioned, NAIDOC round. As McMillan goes short, and she gets the 1-2 on that far side. She's got an option in her teammate trying to take on the tackler. The Eastern Devils tackler it was. Good pressure being applied there as McNamara looks to burst clear. She does well, gains about 5 metres in the process. She'll get it back now and drive it forward. Although Wilkinson standing in the path takes a good juggling mark. On the second bite, we've mentioned Owen being a brick wall. I think Wilkinson's been the exact same for the opposite team.
Yeah.
So here we go now. The kick forward from Balding will be a high up and under. Wilkinson fails to mark this time, although she recovers at ground level and then bites off an inboard, sort of dangerous ball to a hot spot, and it'll invite the Eastern Devils forwards to go to work. So sort of pushed off it there. She's got a teammate helping there in Cridlin. The ball will trickle through for a minor score. Geez, I looked down for a second. The ball's tracking goalwards, although it'll be their 4th blemish this morning here, Blake.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Another behind, let's South Croydon. I just want to see them get into their 450. I don't think they have this quarter, so it's definitely showing on the scoreboard. They're obviously, 2 goals 4, but imagine if they kick straight. would be a complete different story. So, yeah, it's probably danger times for South Croydon to get in there 450. That's for sure.
As it'll be nearly intercepted here inside forward 50. Great tackle there from Nicole Price. As I look to rebound here as well. Will South Croydon potentially a chance here? Although great pressure there once more from the Eastern Devils. Ashley Alsop avoiding players left, right and centre. Gets the kick away. Not the greatest kick. She'll get the ball out to Nicole Price. She'll get the handball out to Sarah McNamara, and the mark is taken. I think that's Shelley Beggs once more. Well, a couple of weeks ago, Blake, you had guess who for Nicola Davidson. It could be guess who for Shelley Beggs this week.
You can bring it in the broadcast if you want. We might have a little segment called Guess Who. Play of the week.
I love inside jokes.
As Beggs comes in, slots the goal. That's her third. She has been deadly accurate in front of goal. 3 goals straight for the superstar forward, and that's Eastern Devils' third goal there. 3-4-22 to 2-1-13. She's been on fire, Blake, this one.
Definitely for sure. I think now they need to put someone on her. I honestly think she's just getting too open too easily. It just looks like she's just coming in. It's like a walk in the park for her at the moment. She's literally just coming in, gets the ball, and just pretty much gets a goal, you would say. So it's danger times at the moment for South Croydon. If they want to, I know they're probably 2 goals down, but still, they're not acting like they're 2 goals down, to be fair.
So that's the voice of special comments man Blake Tennant there. As they're holding the ball, free kicks being picked out. And as has been the narrative of this second term, it goes the way of the Eastern Devils. So driving forward there's Boulding. She's got a teammate in fluoro orange boots, standing all the way lonesome.
I think it might be Riley, or looks like it's a number 20 there. Could be Morgan Cox.
Could be Cox.
Who's been thrown up forward.
We'll go with Cox. She lines up on a 45-degree angle. Her left foot ball, it's sort of tumble punt. Didn't spin right, and it'll land in the chest of Wilkinson, sorry. So she'll drive it back from whence it came, and bodies just pile on. Eastern Devils have the numbers, and they'll drive it further afield again, and it'll trickle through for another minor score. So the South Croydon being peppered here. It's a different Eastern Devils outfit to what we saw in this first term, I reckon. They seem to be playing with a dry footy, and South Croydon a wet one. So inboard now, cutting off the 45, Josh.
So get the mark here this time through. Maggie McCullough has had a solid start to this game, although great pressure there. They'll get the kick away here through Mikkel Werner, and she kicks the goal. That's their fourth of the match, the third of this term. It's the first time someone other than Shelley Beggs has kicked a goal, and it's through Emily Mikkel-Werner, who's been threatening to kick a goal throughout this match, and she gets one here. 4-5-29 to 2-1-13, Blake Tennant.
Yeah, it's honestly, I tell you, I know I've said this a lot, but it's danger. It's literally danger. So they just need to lock down. I feel like they just need to pretty much just lock on pretty much now. So it's danger times at the moment, that's for sure. Hopefully they get something here, that's for sure.
So as you heard, alarm bells ringing there for the South Croydon coach. As it gets to a point, their furthest they've got so far, although kicking it back down the line was Owen. South Croydon have numbers at the fall, and they just hack it out of there. It's probably a good policy in the end, although running under it was Katie Prendergast. And thank God she did, because it'll be a ball up.
Great speed.
This is really where this is the time where South Croydon need to get in their 450, which is good. This is a good spot right here. Hopefully they can get open and create some presence, that's for sure.
So the Eastern Devils will nearly get the clearance here, and it'll be another boundary throw up, of course. On boundary umpires, I believe, out here, as it'll be thrown up. It'll be Whitnish against Baker. Baker with the big fist, trying to get the clearance here once more, and here's a chance here through Ali McDonald, looking to get it inside 50, or nearly inside 50. Great pressure there from Maggie McCullough, and it's going to be a ball stopped a certain inside 50 once more for South Croydon, for Eastern Devils, I beg your pardon, Trent.
So we'll have a ball up. Little shout out to the Ruckman Griffin box. Ethanel Boyd is the handball. Trying to work in a phone box there was South Croydon defender. A kick was smothered. And there's DeSanto set upon. So number 76, DeSanto there. Fighting for it at ground level as we'll have another ball up. Gaining all of 2 metres. Strong crowd building here at Mullum Mullum Reserve. To watch Boulding go forward again. Her kick forward bounces off the chest of Michelvina. She'll get it back, linking up with the 1-2. Hunt's there. Her left foot ball forward. So is rushed through on the last line of defence.
That was better. See that's what you want to see. Good little, you knew that Beggs was going to try use the presence early, but no, that was better. That's what I want to see from South Croydon now. So I like that. But I like that touch behind.
It's 4-6-30 Eastern Devils to 2-1-13 South Croydon. They look to rebound here once more. Brenda Lay was there, but it goes over the top of her head. Whitnish was there. Eastern Devils piling on the pressure, but Brenda Lay gets the handball away. They'll look to get that rebound game that held them in good stead to start the game, but intercepted there by the girl with probably the highest number in all of the Eastern Football Netball League, Jazz Harrison, as she goes long. Danica DeSanto there, just running away from the South Croydon defence, but great pressure there applied from Kate McCullough as I looked at pressure left, right and centre here once more. Handball out here, and in behind here is Riley Cridland, who goes short just over the top of her teammate there. It's Chelsea Wilkinson again intercepting that brick wall in South Croydon's defence, although great pressure from the Eastern Devils trying to get the handball out here. They are, as it's a high up and under kick. Chloe Hunt is there. In behind here is Riley Cridland, just shanks the kick to the left, and it's going to be out of play for a boundary throw. And so another massive chance here for the Eastern Devils to get their 4th of the term. In fact, it's going to be a free kick here to South Croydon, but they still have it inside their forward 50 to get. They have a chance to get their 4th of the term and their 5th of the match, as that's not the greatest kick there, and be out of play for a boundary throw up here, Trent.
We'll just have a ball up, no boundary throw-ins.
Beg your pardon,
Josh.
yeah.
I think it's probably best for South Croydon as we look at Katie Prendergast here sitting behind the ball. I think the major ball winners need to be in the hot spots as the floodgates have opened here for us, Eastern Devils, and they go forward again. Boulding, she's been a star this second term. Her handball forward. Blindside there. Kick might have been manufactured through for a minor score again, so they're 7th for the day. It's probably the only thing keeping South Croydon intact at the moment.
Yeah, usually they're deadly accurate in front of goals, Eastern Devils, but yeah, South Croydon, I reckon they'll be thanking their lucky stars that it's just the behind here. They're 4-7-31 of the Eastern Devils, 2-1-13. South Croydon is once more. They'll look to rebound from defensive 50 here. South Croydon, a good mark taken there from the defender. That was Maggie McCullough. She'll look to go straight down the line. A couple of Bulldogs players there. Evading was Brenda Lay. Great tackle there from Danica DeSanto. Umpire calls play on as they'll look to get the handball out here to South Croydon. They nearly get the ball clear, though. Once more, great pressure. Riley Cridland was there. Gets the spoil. She's had a bit of an impact the last couple of minutes. There's pressure right on here in the middle of Mullum Mullum Reserve. It's just going to be a ball up. We're just under 3 minutes left here in this second term. Trent Cullen.
It's going to be the longest 3 minutes ever if you're a fan of South Croydon here. They've had all the ascendancy here, Eastern Devils, as they drive it forward again, a high up and under. Roving well after she spilt the mark was Marshall. Wilkinson in amongst it there. She goes off the deck. It'll trickle out wide. South Croydon have the numbers here, although, as we've said, playing with a wet footy at the moment, they seem to be fumbling everything. As off the ground goes the Eastern Devils again. It'll sit into the path of Baker there. She's tackled in the process. So what can South Croydon muster up by the way of a score here and send it forward? There's Owen again. Get the ball as far away from her as possible. As the Eastern Devils look to link up by hand again, and they've got a teammate out wide here in acres of space.
Actually, also,
it's Allsop, it is. Thanks, Josh. The ball trickles past through the legs of South Croydon there, and Michelvina will drive it forward to a 1-on-1. Oh, the mark's been paid too. Going the way of number 34, Smith it was, or
Cara
rather
Henderson.
Cara Henderson.
Great mark there. Another South Korean defender there, but I reckon she held on just long enough as creates a chance here to kick a goal, Trent.
So we spoke about Cara Henderson, former VFL player. Her long ball looks to be on target, although it'll fall well short. There's Beggs again, spinning pirouette out of traffic across the body, and she'll slot through her third, I believe, of the quarter.
Guess who?
Fourth of the game, third of the term.
Yep.
She is just an absolute superstar, Shelley Beggs. 5-7-37 to 2-1-13.
You touched on before. There was 3 minutes to go. Like, surely South Korea left. They could just slowly just try to defend kind of thing, like that kind of topic there. But just the class of Beggs, as we touched on before, guess who? So, yeah, it's looking good here for the Eastern Devils. Great second quarter, you would say.
Yes, it's a thumping ball there, nearly getting inside 50 there for the Eastern Devils. They'll look to get the rebound here, though, will South Croydon. Potentially one final chance here for the Eastern Devils. Baker just looking to launch it long inside 50, nearly intercepted. It is intercepted there from Chelsea Wilkinson. She gets the kick away out here to Brooke Smith, the vice captain. She'll get the handball here, though. Great pressure here from the Eastern Devils. They'll get the ball here and look to create one final chance with just over 10 seconds remaining. Getting the ball inside 50 here, although intercepting there was the South Croydon defender. Owen was there, nearly intercepted the ball. As the siren sounds here at Mullum Mullum Reserve, it's the end of the first half, the second quarter out here. The Eastern Devils, well, a magnificent second quarter. Kicked 4 goals, I think it was 4 goals, 6 in the end to South Croydon, nothing on the score sheet, and they now lead 5-7-37 to 2-1-13. That was a massive quarter there from the Devils, Trent.
Yeah, it might be the new premiership quarter, the second term there for the Eastern Devils. Class just prevailing. We saw the likes of Beggs just stamping her worth on today's contest, and boy oh boy, didn't they just put up a buffer. You blink and you'd miss it.
Yeah, and Blake, what do you make of that first half, particularly that second quarter from the Devils?
Well, it was definitely a better second quarter, that's for sure. I think they would have, cut a little bit of. The coach would have said something to him that, hey, this wasn't our best first quarter, and we can stamp our authority early. And I think they did, definitely, for sure. Like, Beggs' presence, it is just tremendous stuff there. Like, as I touched on it in my last call, guess who, pretty much. So you just know when she's going to get the ball. Like, she just demands it, which you love to see as a young football player. So interesting second half. South Croydon, the alarm bells would definitely ring in, that's for sure. And second quarter,
they'll be determined to bounce back for South Croydon after such a promising first quarter. We're going to the goal kickers as well. Shelley Beggs, 3 in that second term, 4 in the match. Individual goal kicker, just the one individual goal kicker after that, and that is Emily McIlvena, who's threatening with the 1 goal for South Croydon, just the 2 goals once more for Jamie Fielders. We'll take a break here on the Deakin University Women's Match of the round. Massive second quarter, as we said during that, just before, from the Eastern Devils. They lead 5-7-37 to South Croydon 2-1-13. After this break, we'll bring you the second half of the Deakin University Women's Match of the round here on Facebook, streaming on Facebook and YouTube, between South Croydon and the Eastern Devils.
No, good shit.
I just did. getting a bit wider than it used to be.
It can be as big as it needs to be.
I want him to get her at the golf where she want to play for another fight. Your boy.
She's good at what she does. I was going to say it's such the best ever song. You know how it goes? Oh, man, you can't forget about it, mate. Greatest song ever. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's he was not. He's not. Yeah. That's how I know you. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Like what? Oh, yeah, but you can get it. It's like your shield.
was like, yeah, I sat next to him. I now feel like they.
Oh, well, actually.
Yes. You would want to show your commentary of the movie point, whatever it was.
That's true story.
Yes, that's how I know you. Oh yeah. But so I was on my first ever gig on radio.
What else? Yeah. Don't know who he is.
Yes, you do.
Oh, really?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Deakin University Women's Match of the round out here at Mullum Mullum Reserve. The second half is just about to get underway out here between South Croydon, the Nipple Club, and the Eastern Devils. Up South Croydon 2-1-13. Eastern Devils piling on 4 goals in that second half. In that second quarter, I beg your pardon. They lead 5-7-37. Trent, what do you expect from South Croydon in this second half?
Well, I think a bounce back is probably front of mind for them. I mean, to be completely dismantled and blown out of the water in that second term, as we mentioned, it was a bit uncharacteristic, and they'll to try and bounce back, like I said, hopefully with the scoring end, although the breeze seems to be pointing right up screen, but
yeah, and Blake, what do you expect from the Eastern Devils in this second half? More of the same, or do you reckon South Croydon will make it a bit harder for them?
Well, you would want South Croydon to make it pretty harder because obviously they've had a great start to the game, but I feel like keep piling the goals, you would say, for that second quarter. I think they kicked about 4 goals probably. For 4 goals, 6. So you'll definitely say that was a tremendous quarter as well. So I'd love to see Shelley Beggs, guess who, as we touched on before, Joshy. But looking forward to this second half. I'm really hoping this game can be a very close game, and hopefully South Croydon can avenge their second quarter, and come back firing we call this the Premiership quarter, don't we, for a reason.
Yep, and while the Premiership quarter is about to start here, umpire holds the ball aloft in the middle of Mullum Mullum Reserve. We're about to get on the way here. Throws the ball up, and it's Bielan who gets the tap. South Croydon looking to get the clearance here, and they nearly will. Danica DeSanto down in the dump dirt once more. She's been terrific for Eastern Devils today. As South Croydon, though, they will get the clearance here through Brooke Smith as that wind is starting to pick up towards the right of your screens. A bit of a shrug off there from Morgan Cox. As South Croydon will get the ball here. It's intercepted though by Danica DeSanto. Punch forward there from the captain, Sarah O'Toole, as DeSanto in there once more, and great pressure there from both sides, and look to get the ball clear here. South Croydon create a chance, but it's the Eastern Devils who get the ball out here, although numbers belong here to South Croydon by Chelsea Whitnish, although great pressure there, and they'll look to get it inside 50 here. The Eastern Devils, Cara Henderson and Mikkel Vina on the end here, but intercepted there from South Croydon. Trent.
Well, that was Hunter Clark-esque there, friendly fire on that far wing side as the Eastern Devils lead the race here, although the handball to Owen missed her mark. And recovering well there was Cridland, as she'll drive it forward, although it lodges on the chest of Maggie McKellar, and she'll drive it straight through the corridor. So the shortest route to home they go. As it crosses the synthetic pitch, Owen's there. You heard the calls. She was quick to play on. Leading the race here is number 34 and Cara Henderson. Got a 1-on-1 further afield, and using her body well was Hunt. She marks over her head.
Tremendous use of the body there, that's for sure. Great mark there. Good, strong overhead mark. That's what we love to see.
So 45-degree angle. She sits here, right behind this one almost. She strolls in with the wind over her shoulder. Her left foot ball. Up course coming up. What do we got? Umpire signals a goal, and
He had to move a bit
it
there.
is. Must be the Eastern Devils goal umpire there.
Yeah, good presence there, that's for sure. I think 29 for the Eastern Devils, my bad. I've got a sheet here. But yeah, good mark there by Chloe Hunt. Definitely, she used that big, tall presence, that's for sure. And to go back and kick the goal, I don't know. The goal umpire did have to move there, so might have to get the arc on there.
It's her 13th goal of the season, and thumping it forward here is Violan, and they'll get the clearance here once more with the Eastern Devils and look to pile on the pressure here on the South Croydon defence. Chelsea Wilkinson, though, again, been a brick wall, and she'll look to rebound here, gets the handball away, although Eastern Devils pressuring left, right and centre. Going inboard here towards Danica DeSanto, just over her head, nearly intercepted there from South Croydon, although Eastern Devils have the numbers. Getting it out here to Riley Cridlin. She's consistently gone out here, and it's nearly intercepted there. Shelley Biggs, guess who gets the handball, and Chloe Hunt strolls through for her second goal of the term, her second goal of the match, and the Eastern Devils 7th. They're 7-7-49 to 2-1-13. Great presence of mind there from Shelley Biggs. Guess who, Blake, to get the ball forward to Hunt.
It was Hunt. I think she's playing full forward. She's. I think the coach has given Shelley Biggs a bit of a say, saying, "Hey, you've kicked 4. I think you can go 4 pocket now, and let the big Dukes mark the ball there." So great crumb and centre there, that's for sure. And they're definitely putting the pain on South Croydon, that's for sure.
So back in the centre it sits now. The Eastern Devils just continue where they left off. Chloe Hunt, the recipient there, 2 in a minute against Hernam. So on the centre circle, the far centre circle it sits now. Eastern Devils try and link up by hand, going off the deck to no avail there. One of the midfielders for Eastern Devils, and bodies will just pile on. As we're standing in a bit of a wind tunnel here, I'm not sure if shorts were the best idea, but move on. So tap forward goes the way of Eastern Devils. Although standing in the pass is Wilkinson. She's held her own down back for South Croydon. She goes wide, looking for Katie Prendergast. Owen's in amongst it, fighting for it on ground level. Along with her opposition player in Tobin. Getting the kick forward there was Adams. She'll drive it through the corridor. As it skips across that synthetic pitch. There's a one-on-one further afield, although spilling the juggling mark. There was Shanahan. She links up well with Black, who in turn goes further afield to Prendergast. This is their moment. Off target, it skews. Pushed across the face.
Yeah.
So good signs for South Croydon there, although they failed to kick the major.
I think that was like their first forward 50 in a while, a long time, that's for sure. That's again, she looked good, bounced the ball and definitely looked alright, but unfortunately just didn't take the opportunity as much as she liked. So anyway, back to you boys.
Just stayed in there, and taking the mark was Amelia Peck, although in South Croydon are starting to pile on the pressure. The Eastern Devils have the numbers, though. They'll go short down the line here to Riley Cridlin. She's had a bit of an impact on the wing today. She goes down the line to Caitlin Carew with that left foot, goes over the top. Ashley Allsop, that's a terrific mark there from the extreme side park. Midfielder / forward. She goes short here. Got Riley once more. She's presenting herself as an option and getting free quite often. This Cridlin, she goes short to Danica DeSanto. Just a couple of short chipping kicks here before they launch it inside 50, you'd think, as DeSanto. It looks like it's Chloe Hunt coming from the back, but a good intercept mark there. That was Maggie McCullough, who's held her own today as well. She goes short to her captain, Sarah O'Toole Trent.
So we saw the measured approach going forward there, South Croydon. Eastern Devils, as South Croydon looked to do the same. Plays there, collecting ground level, and then bursting clear was Harrison. Sends a handball dribbling forward about 10 or 15. As it sits at our forward side. Behind the screen, if you're a fan of the Eastern Devils here. The ball's tossed back to the umpire. We'll have another ball up. So on the arc it sits. And 2 rucks will go in it again. Not for the last time today. Plays there again, so he's bowling. She'll collect. She's got a teammate on the outer. Who'll drive it forward in rule. They've skewed off the side of her boot. It'll be off hands. So I'll have a ball up, right forward pocket. South deep inside. Eastern Devils forward 50.
Would have been a great mark and a great effort if she'd finished that. Shelley Bexel would have passed her. So the tap there went to Cara Henderson and just piling on the pressure here at Eastern Devils. And the umpire got a nice action before he calls the ball up, and he calls the ball up once more here. Cara Henderson once more in ruck for the Eastern Devils. She gets the tap down, nearly the handball there from the Eastern Devils, although great pressure there from South Croydon. Great double effort there from the Eastern Devils midfielder. Selden nearly intercepted. Great stuff there from Katie Prendergast, nearly getting the handball out there for South Croydon. Think forward as great pressure here applied once more from the Eastern Devils. They're going to get it inside around the 50-metre arc here, and got another chance here as umpire throws the ball up once more. Eastern Devils get the tap down. Brenda Lay was there, could have spilled out of her hands. Great pressure once more from South Croydon. They'll look to get the ball out here this time for Kate McCullough. She does get the kick away, but it's going to be intercepted here, and it's Gemma Owen who gets it inside 50, nearly inside 50 here. Victor Bunn. Chelsea Wilkinson there, handball out here to Nicole Price. She's got a couple of options. It's a 2-on-2 here, but a great mark there from the Eastern Devils forward, Ashley Allsop. Been a star this year for the Devils since coming across from Churnside Park. She has a chance here to kick her first goal of the match. That was a terrific mark there, Blake.
Yeah, definitely. She's been everywhere, you would say. Allsop, that's for sure. Definitely great crunchy mark there, and hopefully she can kick this one through.
It is a fair distance out on a tough angle. Ashley Allsop got it drifting left to right, just bangs the
poster.
That goalpost might still be shaking for the rest of this match. That's Allsop's first score of the match. The Eastern Devils 8 behind. They're 7-8, 50, 2-2, 14. South Croydon, Trent Cullen.
That's a good mark there. She looks like a seasoned veteran. Allsop sandwiched in between two. Another mark's been taken here. The Eastern Devils once again. So they'll drive it to a hot spot. About 30 out it sits. Maggie McCullough sits underneath it in front spot. Although roving front and centre was Mickelvina. There is Adams. She's got numbers. That quarterback out the back. There's number 36 in current. Looks to clear. So they exit on that far side wing. Sort of hard to gauge numbers on that far side. The body's just crashed and packed. The handball's been manufactured out. Adams is there again. It'll bounce unkindly for her. They're trying to fend their way clear. Was Allsop again. So she'll drive it forward to the lead of Beggs. She can pop it over the top. And she's got Mickelvina standing in the hole. And there was nothing Marshall could have done about it. So 10 metres out it sits Blake.
Yeah, definitely. That's what they needed. A good, strong lead there by Beggs, who's been having that presence all day. You can tell. And to find Michelina, I think this is the one. I can't pronounce that last name. Anyway,
Michelvina, you can pencil this in. She just pops through her second of the day, I believe. Yep. She's been a lively target down forward and someone that they've looked to go to countless times, like.
Yeah, they've just been everywhere, the Eastern Devils again. They're just very strong forward line companion here, especially with Hunt and also Beggs as well. With Michelina, she's just been superb this quarter, you would say, as well. So, again, another big mark there by Beggs, and to lace up Michelina is just incredible.
As they look to get the clearance here for Nicole Price, who's also had a solid game, and yeah, Emily Michelvina, I reckon she's been the second best forward for the Eastern Devils today. Is tap there from Baker. She looked to get it clear here once more. The Eastern Devils, they nearly get the handball away, although intercepting there was the South Croydon midfielder. Brooke Smith, the vice captain, as it'll be another ball up here this time. It'll be Baker against Whitnish once more. The backup ruckman Baker just stumps it forward, or tries to stump it forward once more. They'll get the clearance here. Will the Eastern Devils? Actually, Allsop there, been everywhere in this third term, although it's intercepted here from Maggie McCullough. It's not the greatest kick though. Great pressure there from the South Croydon forward, and set to be another ball up out here on the far wing and true centre wing as well, Trent.
So if you're just joining us, the Eastern Devils 8-8-56 to play South Croydon 2-2-14 here. As we tick past the halfway point, this third term was marking. There was McMillan for South Croydon. He cuts off the 45 to Katie Prendergast. Captain getting, or the former VFL Saint getting involved there. She goes to her teammate in Shanahan, who looks to wheel inside. Sends it to a hot spot inside forward 50, although he's standing in the path as Cox there. Setting up that wall. He drives it forward now. O'Hagan. So the ruckman for the Eastern Devils there. Bites off an inboard ball. Only just the required distance as Maggie McCullough fights for it. On her hands and knees, Allsop goes off the deck. Although leading the race there was O'Toole in the long sleeves. She drives it forward. So it might have gone 15 metres up in the air, but travelling about 5 in distance. As marking there was Allsop again. She's got her hands have been sticky this afternoon as Beggs is there again, falling at the back of the pack to drive it forward. Leading the race once more. Number 36 for the South Croydon Curran it is. Takes one bounce and drives it forward down the line.
They look to go inside 50 here. Morgan Cox, good strength there, and Taylor Black intercepts it. Although it's great pressure, and Taylor Black, it's a great tackle there. Umpire calls holding the ball. Great tackle, Morgan Cox. It's been a star down back for Eastern Devils this year. And she gets the holding the ball free on Taylor Black as they go far side here and look to create another chance, going short this time to Danica DeSanto, although it's intercepted. They play on and look to go inside 50 here. It's Grace Tobin getting the handball over the top to Brenda Lay. Lay just goes short, but it's again intercepted by Gemma Owen and Blake Tennant.
Again, South Korea just not taking their opportunities as much as they like. They've got a good 450 mark there, that's for sure, and eventually got intercepted. So back to you, boys.
Been that last kick, that entry inside forward 50 that's been the problem for South Croydon. They'll get another opportunity through McMillan. The handball missed her mark. And trying to mop up her own mess there was field for South Croydon. 6 on the arc, forward 50. You're a fan of the Bulldogs here. McMillan leads the race in pursuit, although she's set upon, gang tackled, standing upright, and she'll throw it back to the umpire. We'll have another ball up. So broadcasting side wing. 60 out from home for South Croydon. DeSanto's there to try and tap it forward, although the Eastern Devils link up by hand. Their backman working well in tandem. Owen's there. She can recover. Trying to step through traffic. She's got Olsen to accompany as she drives it forward. McCullough's there, standing in the path, and she might have been caught high in the process. McCullough, gets it forward now. The handball will link up through the corridor.
As they look to go inside 50 here through Curran, who's at a solid quarter. Taylor Black up high, goes the laser-like kick. That's a brilliant kick there to Katie Shanahan. And South Croydon had the chance to kick their first goal of the match since the first term. Brilliant play there from the superstar that is Taylor Black. Not in terms of kicking the goal, but setting up the goal here as Shanahan. She comes in a much better forward 50 entry there. Comes in and spots the set shot. So South Croydon fans, they cheer along here. They get the first goal since the first term. Their third of the match. They're 3-20 to 8-8-56. Blake, that was a much better forward 50 entry from them.
Yeah, definitely, that's for sure. They took their opportunity. That's what we talk about. The opportunities they're pretty big. You got to get down there and hopefully get the scoreboard on the side. And geez, that could be a momentum builder. This could be a great start, refresh, and hopefully go again the next couple of minutes. And they've got about 4 minutes to go. So next goal will be crucial for South Korea if they can get their confidence going.
Next goal, all the important. Goes away at South Croydon. You know, momentum's a big thing in these women's matches. It's a chain of handballs. Back into the centre square, linking up with Casey Neville's. Allsop leads the race. McKellar, she'll spin. Shows composure going forward. Beg's there. She got Wilkinson for company. Big hip and shoulder there. Between Curran and might have been. She continues to fight for it at ground level. The umpire doesn't blow his whistle, although he does now. The mark's been taken by Adams. So she'll drive the ball. Taking a good strong mark there as the number 44 Griffin it was. Haven't caught in a hell of a lot today. She drives it further afield. Good fisting effort there. Defending well. The Eastern Devils with the height advantage over Black. And we'll have a ball up on that far wing side.
Back to you. There's a boundary going and boundary 5, I beg your pardon. The Eastern Devils get the tap here, but South Croydon, who will get the clearance. They look to go inside 50. It will be intercepted though by one small Gemma Owen. Been literally a brick wall down back. As South Croydon though piling on the pressure, they get it to Katie Prendergast, and she looked like she'll set up for the set shot here. There's just over 2 minutes left, so this would definitely give South Croydon a momentum booster and would be a really, really good goal if she was to slot it. She is one of the better players for South Croydon, so it probably wouldn't be beyond her capacity. Goes the check side, just misses to the right, and it's through for a minor score, 21 to 8-56.
That was a better build up there by South Croydon. The way they used the ball, it's definitely good. Like I said, that goal would have definitely put the momentum back on South Croydon. Be interesting to see how the Eastern Devils can go with these last 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Judy's there, landed with Owen. She found a partner in crime in Carew further afield, although hitting her boot to ball there was Maggie McKellar. She'll go along that boundary line side. Owen's there to collect. She'll drive it only as far as McKellar. Back inside 50 they go, South Croydon. The time expiring here, under a minute it ticks. And they get another in red time. Missing her boot there was the Eastern Devils defender. Might have stubbed their toe in the process. Cox it might have been. Cox will have another ball up. So we're joined by VFLW royalty here, critiquing our performance. So we might have lost a bit of sound there. Good smother applied there. Shanahan it was. And the bodies just pile on and fight for it at ground level there. So the Eastern Devils link up right hand. They've got an opportunity holding out the back. She'll read it down the line well. 20 seconds to get it down to a 1-on-1. Isolated. Eastern Devils forward there. Good tackling pressure applied. And look at numbers swarm to help out. As Boulding's there again, she'll send the right foot snapping ball. Bending into the corridor. As the siren sounds. Might have beaten the mark of Boulding there and she'll be denied the kick. Post siren. What did you make of that quarter, Blake?
Yeah, I thought it was definitely better by South Croydon. And they've kicked, I think, 1 to 2 goals, which is pretty handy. That's what they needed. They could have capitalised on a few opportunities, but again, the presence of Macalina and Chloe Hunt, who's been really rock solid, and they definitely didn't rely on Beggs, that's for sure, that quarter.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that quarter. It will be a big amount to climb if they are to get the victory here. They're down by 35 points. It's pretty solid. Eastern Devils will be happy with that. The two goals to 1 in that 2. Two. South Croydon's 100 goals. The other goal kicker is Katie Shanahan. We'll go now to a break here at 3/4 time out here at Mullum Mullum Reserve. It's the Eastern Devils scored up by 35 points, 8-56 to 3-21. After this break, we'll be back for the final quarter of the Deakin University Women's Match around streaming on Facebook and YouTube.
I'm not sure your sound is quite working there.
What's the next match on this one? Anybody know?
I think it's reserves.
Huh? Reserves. The Magoos.
Also known as the Twos.
Oh, of course, that's why.
Probably don't even say that on air.
I've been called the truckload worse repeatedly on a regular basis.
Just is that my bear still live too? I can't turn it off. I've just turned it down for a moment.
I haven't sworn. Really good for it.
Yes. Yeah, so you mean if the remote goes flat during they go to try and turn it off, they just need to use the buttons on the Something's wrong, isn't it? Yeah, I actually thought about that on mine because when I closed the thing on Unfurl's one, when I opened it up, where I pressed the remote, I can see the buttons on the remote on my phone. And it's like, oh, shit, that means it's going to probably press it up. Yeah, yeah. And I think it's the one that's picking up all the wind.
That isn't going to be causing the problem. It's more likely to be a problem for population.
No, but I didn't put it off. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Deakin University. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Deakin University women's match of the round. Fourth quarter underway here. It's Eastern Devils up by 35 points, 8-8, 56 to 33-21. But it's South Croydon here. We're getting the first clearance, but it's intercepted once smaller. Gemma Owen, she has made an impact down back in that brick wall. She sound. And we're back. South Croydon looking to pile on the pressure here, but Eastern Devils, they'll look to get the ball clear and inside 50 once more, and it's going to be intercepted or nearly intercepted by Chelsea Wilkinson. Great pressure there from the Eastern Devils defence, but South Croydon will get the ball here. It's intercepted once more though, this time by Sophie Golding. She's had an impact in midfield, nearly intercepted there by Chelsea Whitnish. She nearly gets the kick away. Gets a high up and under kick, handball out there, and getting the kick away is Maggie McCullough-Trincullen.
So it sits. Katie Prendergast needs to get on her bike. She's set upon. Wrapped up in a good tackle as it sits in front of that scoreboard side. Two rucks will go at it again. No real winner in that contest, although they link up by hand to Eastern Devils. They do well at that. So South Croydon, though, lead the race as the ball was skewed laterally. We'll have McKellar there to try and manufacture a kick forward, although Owen links up with her teammate in Cox to send it back down the line, although standing in the path was McMillan intercepting for South Croydon. She surveys the scene forward. She's called to play on now. She'll drive a high up and under, and it's all Eastern Devils at the fall. Cox standing in the path. She marks well. She's got Michelvina a long way from home, searching forward, although mopping up her mess was McMillan. She'll drive it further down the line, and it'll trickle through, rush through for a minor score. As the third term gets underway here, the Eastern Devils 8-8-56 lead South Croydon 3-4-22 here at Mullum Mullum Reserve. Josh.
Kick in here, or just goes the handball out here, but not the greatest kick. I'm not too sure who that defender was. Unfortunately, it was Amelia Peck, and South Croydon have another chance here. Palms on the pressure early on to start this quarter, taking the mark there inboard. It's Heather McMillan, a promising start from her. She goes inboard once more, trying to find Maggie McCullough. They're trying to get blood numbers forward, create a chance and get that fourth goal of the match, although they look to go with the dangerous switch here, nearly taking the mark there, but Katie Prendergast picks up the crumbs, handball over the top. South Croydon have a chance here, nearly it'll spoil it away from the Eastern Devils defender, and it's going to be a ball up. We've played just over 3 minutes here at Mullum Mullum Reserve in the fourth term. Eastern Devils 8-8-56 to 34-22. South Croydon is nearly getting the clearance there with Sophie Boulding. The handball out there. It goes to Sarah McNamara, the captain, going long down the line here. A terrific mark. They're taken by the Eastern Devils forward. She'll look to go short. She's got a couple of options, although it lands in the lap of Nicole Price, taking the mark there.
Guess who?
It's Shelley Beggs. Chance for her fifth. It looks like she's starting as that full forward. What a great mark there from Shelley Beggs. It would be her first goal of the second half after playing a bit more of a higher half forward role in that third term. Comes in, it's just drifting, it's through for a minor score. So that's Shelley Begg's first blemish of the day. That's the Eastern Devils' first blemish of this term. They're 8-9-57 to 34-22. Blake Tennant.
Yeah, I just saw Chloe Hunt there. She really set that forward passage up, that's for sure. And she definitely connected it again, as we touched on before with the Guess Who, Josh. Definitely showed that big presence there, and unfortunately she just couldn't. Yeah, unfortunately, but still, again, she's just got that presence that builds. So big day out. She's having a day out, that's for sure.
So McMillan with the kick-out duties for South Croydon, looking to clear. You mentioned Beggs there playing higher up forward there. I don't think those socks can be pulled up any higher, as the mark's been taken here by Natalie for the Eastern Devils here. She'll send a high up and under to a hot spot. Standing underneath it there, and at the 4 was Wilkinson. She looks to clear by foot, although to no avail. It's only as far as McNamara it was, although the intercept there taken by McKellar of the Maggie variety. So her kick sails over the pack on the far side in front of the South Croydon bench. Boulding has it. Her handball misses the mark of her teammate, and it invites the South Croydon pressure. You can almost hear the complaints from that South Croydon bench. Not happy with the decision as South Croydon look to clear. Defending grimly at the moment. Got nothing further afield. It's all Owen, as she's done all day. I don't think she's left that spot. She steps back in traffic, showing good evasiveness. She'll drive it further afield. McKellar's there. Can she collect it at ground level? The ball just squirting about. Bodies piling on. It's tapped forward to McNamara, although she's set upon just as quickly. They'll have another ball up, slightly inside the arc of Eastern Devils forward 50.
So get another chance here, the Devils. They'll look to just create a bit more percentage. They already have a healthy percentage, but why not try to increase it? As they'll look to go inside 50 here. It's Riley Quidland, who's had a great game today. Sophie Boulding near the top of the square. Guess who? It's Shelley Beggs again at the top of the square with another terrific mark on the lead. She barely had any pressure, but that is still such a terrific mark. And now she gets another chance for her 5th goal. Comes in, there is a bit of a wind tunnel, but slots it. 5 goals today for Shelley Beggs, and a terrific performance from the veteran star. The Eastern Devils 9-9-63 to 3-4-22. Blake Tennant. Guess who again?
Guess who again? Pretty much. You can't say enough there, Josh. That's for sure. But again, the forward 50 entrance again, just terrific stuff there by the Mighty Devils here. But definitely again. Showing again, Charlie Beggs again just dominated this game. She's got a wealth of experience of games, and that's her 5th, so definitely another day out for her, that's for sure.
So back in the centre, O'Toole's there. She can link up by hand with her teammate, who sends a high up and under. Lay's sitting underneath it. Well, it's fisted out of her reach by Price as the ball's now trickling about on that outer wing side. O'Toole on her hands and knees will try and manufacture a kick forward. So it's sent in the other direction, and it'll invite the Eastern Devils forwards to go to work, because it's through the hands of Hunt it was. She's had a couple to her name today. Black's there, leading the race in front of it and beats everyone, although quick to apply the pressure there was the fluoro pink helmet in DeSanto, and she tackled Katie Prendergast to ground. In front of that scoreboard side, it reads 9-9-63, playing South Croydon 3-4-22. As off the ground soccer. Calls them deliberate, and it'll be last possession rule anyway. It'll go the way of O'Toole.
O'Toole looking for options inside 50 here. She goes a bit of a shallow entry, the intercept mark taken there by Jazz Harrison. And she'll look to go long down the line here once more. Harrison, so a cricketer with the Ringwood Cricket Club, which is involved there. Beloved media manager Matthew Bodie is involved there. As they look to go inside 50 here, the Eastern Devils. Guess who again? Taking marks left, right and centre is Shelley Beggs, and she has another chance to kick what would be her 6th goal of the match, her 2nd of the term. It is a fair distance away, but it's pretty much directly in front. She comes in, doesn't have the legs, it's drifting back. It's through for a minor score. Her 2nd behind of the day, and that is the Eastern Devils' 10th behind of the day. 9-10-64 to 3-4-22.
Yeah, again, guess who? I think we just have to keep saying that, guess who? But again, there's no swoopers around. There's just one-on-one footy. You don't want that. So anyway, back to you, boys.
So Tool's there, along with Lay. She was caught high in the process. And in fact, holding the ball, free kick's been picked out. Not sure that was the right call by our main man, Griffin Box there, at the centre of it. Owen's there. So she hasn't done the fluoro helmet. Bit of a grey colour. She sends it forward to Boulding, who sends it further afield to a hot spot. And taking a good mark there was number 78 in Caitlin Carew. So she'll line up for her first of the day. And the Eastern Devils 10th, would you believe?
Yeah, VFL player there, that's for sure. Using the experience well.
So Carew now, can she caress it through? No, she can't. It collects into that goalpost and it's still shaking, Josh.
Yeah, I think that's her second post of the day for the Eastern Devils there. So, yeah, love the woodwork.
Both on different ends as they're 11, 65 to 34, 22. South Croydon just looking to rebound to get it inside 50 here. Their captain, Sarah O'Toole, getting the ball here. Handball over the top. South Croydon have a chance here to move the ball forward and get it inside 50. It's Brenda Lay who's the target here. In fact, it is Grace Tobin with a terrific mark. Plays on immediately. Got a one-on-one inside 50, and that is Jamie Field. There's great pressure there from the Eastern Devils defence, and it'll be another ball up in South Croydon's forward 50. So a chance here for the South Croydon to get their fourth of the match. As hit outs there from, I think that's Rachel Baker, and handball over the top or back here from Kate McCullough. Nearly intercepted there by the Eastern Devils defender, or nearly intercepted as well from Baker, but it's intercepted in the end from Danica DeSantos. Once more, it could be intercepted, although there's plenty of pressure applied from both sides, and a great tackle there by Ashley O'Donnell, and it'll be a ball up, leaning more towards South Croydon's attacking half, Trent Cullen.
So the word intercepted, getting a good run there from Josh. So it's tapped forward now on that centre wing side. Trying to collect there, might have been Prendergast. She hasn't quite stamped her authority on this game as South Croydon would have liked. McCullough's in picture there. She's been good. So here we go now. Centre wing side it sits. Just trying to step through traffic there and doing it well. There's a South Croydon midfielder, and it'll work out here as McMillan's on the run on the outer. Can she drive it forward? And it trickles through on the goal line for South Croydon's fourth of the day. And it was that free-flowing outside run of McMillan getting the job done on this occasion.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure there. Nice little run on goal. I think they needed, again, like if they could get this game to about 3 goals, you would say, if they can, they'll be pretty happy. Obviously, that's been dominant early, but great run on goal there by McMillan. It was good to see. So good to see that, and hopefully bring some margin down for South, which would be really nice for them to hopefully regroup and work on to next week.
Terrific handball as well. I think that was Grace Tobin. It's back in the middle again. Whitnish against Baker. Whitnish nearly getting the clearance. It's going to be a second ball up here in the middle of Mullum Mullum Reserve, the near centre circle. Baker just trying to thump it again once more. She does. Nearly getting the ball there was Jordan Rule. Nearly taking the mark. Chloe Hunt as well, who's moved up to a higher half forward. She gets the handball out. Plenty of pressure applied from the South Croydon defence, although it's great pressure once more, and it's going to be a ball up here, right around in between the centre circle and the 50-metre arc. Trent Cullen.
Sorry to cut you off, Josh. I just wanted to add something. I'm not sure who's in charge of painting the lines out here, but there's no interchange gates. So I've just seen countless times today.
They're meant to be on the other side of the ground. Eastern are in the middle.
Here in the background there, Matthew Fodier, and getting the ball inside 50.
Might have to give Matty Fodier a mic, I think.
Katie Prendergast.
Yeah, you go, Josh. Sorry.
Katie Prendergast getting the ball out here. It's plenty of pressure applied from the Eastern Devils forward, and they're going to get another chance here to get another goal. There's just under 6 minutes left in this final term. Trying to get the tap in, but at the back was there Rachel Baker once more. Great pressure applied, although Katie Prendergast just using her burst of speed gets the kick away. It's a race. Elizabeth Griffin is leading that race. eludes the Eastern Devils defender brilliantly there. Looks to go inboard, but it's all Eastern Devils. Riley Cridlin drops the mark, a mark that she should have taken. Gets the handball out though to Danica DeSanto. Great pressure applied from the Dogs' defence. Great handball there to Taylor Black, eluding players left, right and centre. Heather McMillan on the run once more, eluding the Eastern Devils defender, but just misplacing the kick. That was a chance for her second running goal of the term, but instead it's going to be an Eastern Devils throw kick. I think it's last possession rule out here as they look to rebound from defence. Trent Callan.
So Lightning nearly striking twice there for McMillan on the run. A good opportunity going begging as the exit kicks trickling into the path of McCullough on that far wing side. In front of the scoreboard it sits. It reads 9-11-65. Playing South Croydon 4-4-28. Class prevailing in that second quarter. The dominant display of women's football here. Just trying to burst Claire's lay. She drives it further afield. Standing in the path was Cox. She spilt the mark, although she collected it, her own ball at ground level. Drives it back down the line. Waiting for it there was the South Croydon midfielder trying to step through traffic. They have not been given an inch today, these South Croydon midfielders, and the pressure was applied by Hunt. It might have been doing her work forward, Josh.
As she launches it along here, it was Cara Henderson who was the target. She'll look to pick up the ball, though it's a South Croydon defender who will. It's a great run there and looking to get it to Brenda Lay, although it's all Eastern Devils, and they'll look to rebound here through the centre of the ground. They've got plenty of options. Ali McDonald, she'll look to get it over the top here to Riley Cridlin, who again has presented herself as a great marking target on this broadcast wing for the Eastern Devils. She'll go short to Gemma Owen, who is, can't keep singing her praises enough, has been a literal brick wall down back for the Eastern Devils. She'll go long down the line. I think that was Beggs. Guess who again? The target. Mikkelvena nearly picking up the crumbs there, although it's great pressure applied from the Eastern Devils attack, and getting the handball out here was Henderson. Riley Cridland again, and he gets a kick inside 50, although it's set to be intercepted here from Brenda Lay. Getting the handball out though and getting the kick away was Sarah McNamara, but I look to rebound once more. South Croydon, but great pressure applied here from the Eastern Devils attack. I have a chance to get their 10th goal with just under 3 minutes remaining in the final quarter. Just jumping over the top there was Whitnish. I look to get the ball clear over the top. It's a foot race between Jasmine Harrison and Taylor Black, but there's an extra Eastern Devils defender there in Gemma Owen, and she gets the kick away along the ground into the middle of the Mullum Mullum Reserve. Great tackle there from the South Croydon defender, and it's going to be a ball up here at Trent Callan.
So we have a ball up, far centre circle side. Griffin Box sends it high aloft. His bodies just pile on. Prendergast is a tackler. She'll bring the long sleeve wearing Eastern Devils midfield to the ground. So the two rucks go at it again. Not for the last time today. There's an inboard ball. We've seen this before. McMillan. She's on the run again. Full-time siren. It's a siren
short quarter. I think it's because of the reserves and they want to get it on time. So, yeah.
So full time here out of Mullum Mullum Reserve, and it's yet another dominant victory from the Eastern Devils. They bounce back from their first loss of the season last weekend at Mount Evelyn to win 9-11-65 here to 4-4-28. Blake, I'll go to you first. Great
what do you think South Croydon will go into next week? Like, would you reckon they'll gain a bit of confidence with that last quarter, or how do you think?
I think they would gain a bit of confidence from that second half as well. Yeah, it was a much improved performance, and that last quarter in particular, it showed they can take it up to these sides. It was just that one quarter which helped the Eastern Devils, and that was that second quarter where they scored 4 goals, 6-0. As we'll go through the goal kickers as well now. Jamie Field was South Croydon's leading goal kicker with 2. Katie Shanahan and Heather McMillan with 1 each respectively. Shelley Beggs, well, it's hard for me to pick a better performer on the day. 5 goals, only 2 behind. Deadly accurate in front of goal. Emily Mukovina had the 2 goals. So did Chloe Hunt. Those were the goal kickers for the Eastern Devils. Trent, do you have a player of the match?
I think we can't go past your guess who of the day in Beggs. I think she just stamped her class on today's contest, and in that second quarter especially, like I said, class prevailed, and the Eastern Devils run out 37-point winners this morning.
And Blake, who do you reckon is your player of the match? Are you going to concur with Trent and myself?
Yeah, you can't go past Beggs, but I'm going to give an honourable mention to Kylie Hunt. I thought she was really good, rock solid in that third quarter. I think she kicked 2, so she's definitely an honourable mention, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Emily Mukovina, I thought she was a solid player too.
Sorry, I was just pointing on our team sheet here. I think kudos has to go to Owen. Her defensive prowess certainly held up for the Eastern Devils today, and we mentioned her being a literal brick wall, didn't we?
Yeah. And they had a brick wall down back through to South Croydon. I was impressed with Chelsea Wilkinson. Katie Prendergast had her moments. I thought Heather McMillan was the best on ground for South Croydon, though. Kicks a goal, a well-deserved goal as well. Could have had another, but yeah, great performance from her. But that pretty much does us for the Deakin University Women's Match of the Round as the wind starts to becomes a bit heavier towards the grandstand side. Blake, great to get your insights on special comments.
Thank you. Great game of footy, and good to be here.
And Trent, great to be calling this game alongside you.
No, thanks Josh. You were terrific once again today. First time calling with you, so look forward to doing that again.
Hopefully sometime in the future. And just want to give a little bit of a shout out as well today. It's my mum's 54th birthday today.
Hey.
I'm just reaffirming myself as the golden child here. So Mum, want to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you enjoyed listening to whatever you caught out here today in this women's match of the round. Hope you're having a great day. And yeah, it was a great contest out here once more, but Eastern Devils prevailing. South Croydon 4-4-28, Eastern Devils 9-11-65. Don't forget as well, the Eastland men's match of the day, Norwood and South Croydon out here once more. The NAIDOC game, we'll have a special pre-game where Matthew Bodier chats with Braden Kilpatrick and Jamie Bennell. But for now, you've been tuning in to the Deakin University Women's Match of the Round.
Finished, and some nice umpire stuff too, Trent.
What's that?
Nice work for the umpires as well, mate.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the post-game ritual, mate.
Yes.
Post-game ritual. Second round.